All of our fun, all our dedication, everything will last for Kinfinity. Everyone, Kinfinity here, and here's my review of Follow Me, Boys, directed by Norman Tokar, starring Fred McMurray. Can't be far behind Kurt Russell, Lillian Gish, Elliot Reed, Luana Patton, Vera Miles. Top cast, it's finally opened up. You know where it's opened up from? I know, here's Ken Murray, I know. Donald May, so that I already know it's Charlie Ruggles. And William Reynolds. Back in, I won't have to point, because I will have the exact 38 year. Right before World War II. Should be about 38. We have Lem Siddons being Lemuel Lem Siddons. Finally blasting with his saxophone into this small town. This traveling musician is helping out with first the dedicated store owner being John Everett Hughes. And finally, getting to know the dedicated Vita Miss Downey. Especially gets to know her. But he won't go to this bank teller because he doesn't like Ralph Hastings too much. Works at the bank. So the town has a big town meeting. How can we help these boys finally stay in the town, stay in line? Enjoy becoming, even better patriots, even stronger, and they're grown up. The only way first was written down by Miss Downey and was looked over by, from over her shoulder, Lim saw her suggestion of how about Boy Scouts. So from Lim, technically, here is the approval of course, Boy Scouts for these young men. With one being not the furthest off the street, Whitey. Yeah. Things more aligned him and his father, especially. With him being junior, actually. Yes. So, the rest of the boys being umpire, one and only Duke, Scout. The rest of the nickname. And especially the one blasting, we already are on the next march, next bugle siren. So, not long after, Sis Downey is barely surprised that you also think Boy Scouts is best for the boys. Doesn't know over the shoulder. She doesn't know yet. So, not long after, it's follow me, boys. Lim becomes their dedicated scoutmaster. Whoa, Miss Downey. And for now, Mr. Hastings is on looking the rest of the town. Everything is the safest. And your Whitey, him and his father, finally gets what he fully needs to paint the town with. Because his father needs to stay alert. Just needs to stay sober. That says it by itself. So, finally, Whitey becomes a lot more than just one of the Boy Scouts later on. With the very next need for bugle, I love you. That's not just for marching. We need for the bugle. It is the changing of band leader to scoutmaster Lim and staying on their actual Boy Scout site because they're actually on military territory. Yeah, so they accidentally set up camp on a military base, and Lim is taken in for questioning by POW lieutenant, the lieutenant of the POW during World War II. So, like, come on, I'm a scoutmaster. Oh, really? Tie a sheepshank. Well, that's one of the few knots I haven't mastered yet. Take him in for questioning. Oh, I am a scoutmaster. And all the rest of the boys see, that's what you call loud surrender. Because they see an actual battle going on around their campsite. So they're barely able to do some shooting of their own with just slingshots, you'll see. So, they get reunited. And now, years after, it's been more Boy Scout troops. Next Boy Scout troop, Lim and Miss Downey. She's no longer Miss Downey, now she's Mrs. Siddons. They get married. And they adopt Whitey, big happy family, for all the reasons you'll cherish. So, later on, it really is. So it starts out a little bit before the war, a few years before. It's even more. So we didn't, in America didn't join war until like 42, 41, 42. So, yeah, December, because that's when Pearl Harbor happened. So, now Whitey is grown enough. He is a soldier in World War II, comes out with his new wife, his new bride. And they got to sing happy birthday to the dedicated store owner, John. Yes. So now Lim is being honored with this whole parade. He doesn't have to march because he's being driven, you know, he can drive away from the car and everything. So he's being honored for all of the hard work. It's amazing that TD troop is there right by the original troop. Because like I said, this is years after he starts. So probably like start like 35, 36 when the film first starts out. And now it's like 45, 36 years after. Yes. So so the original troops all grown up. They honor Lim. And he tells all of them one more time, follow me, boys. It's just the best slice of full tied the knot, changing for the better. From being a dedicated musician in the back of the bus to being front and center and leading the troops into being strong young men in this town. So Lim changes finally. You know, nothing shady of where he might be playing his saxophone. Nothing shady at all anymore. And these young men, especially Whitey with the house trouble, home trouble, you know, they finally have the best change of staying together. You know, oh, yes, they're staying together, troop, no matter what. Just tightest bond memories, and the young men staying with who they need to be in this small town. Wherever they go, be strong young men. Strong men. Even better patriots. Be the strongest warriors in every way. Yeah, so it allows Harris-Kenfinity, and it's really great how this trial, of course, is ended. But he bit his nails until he was 7. Because Mr. Hastings is barely outed by one of the seasoned women who you know took care of him forever. Because there's a case that happens because of this building that the scouts that Lim have to protect. So already have the advantage over who's persecuting them, prosecuting them, knowing him forever and all his habits. So everything is justice, case closed, and they're able to continue to follow me, boys. I have to follow me, boys. So it's literally the dedicated musician becoming dedicated scoutmaster, and Whitey's situation, all their situations being changed for the better. And yeah, even Miss Downey became Siddons. Finally, having the best of them actually working together, helping out themselves and the whole town. So of course it'll last for Harris-Kenfinity, so much fun. Yeah, it's just too cheerful. Not much that you would want to change. I would like a little bit more of Lim, saying, okay, this is good. Let's do this. This is better for being a scout, for being a scout troop and everything. This is what you should do. And more like using his musical background as a scoutmaster now. A little bit more of Whitey. He does an awesome rescue you see on this mountain. Helps one of the other, it is Duke. Helps one of the other scouts out, but a little bit more of Whitey mellowing out and becoming one of the gang, one of the troop. But it's one stone wonderful no matter what. And a little bit more of, since literally years past, like how things change and how Lim gives the different trainings. Tie this knot. Show me how to tie this knot. Let's make this stronger. let's go over this march. You know, how Lim gets stronger as a Scout Master. Like, not just the routine, but how he gets stronger of giving them, you know, the strength, giving them these life, you know, these life necessities, giving them these life wilderness skills. So how he grows in that, since it's literally years later when it ends. So, but it's awesome though, no matter what. So much fun. Yes, please like, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you know when all new videos come out. And these videos will last for Harris-Kenfinity.